Everybody, we're going live! It's your buddy Ian Bagg, and welcome to Around the Bag. It's gonna be a great time. Easter Sunday, we've got a bunch of people on the show. We got a couple of politicians, a principal, and a police chief. You can only see them from the chest up. Are they wearing pants? Who knows? It's time for Around the Bag. We're gonna have so much fun. So share it with your friends and tell everybody. Get in the room. We're gonna go around the bag for a little while, and it's gonna be so much fun. Hey everybody, welcome to Ian Bagg, Around the Bag. We're gonna have a great time. I got some friends coming in tonight. We're gonna introduce them, but before I do that, I want to remind you: follow, like, share, and share, and share, and share, and share. So share it. Go to Ian Bagg Comedy and share away. Let's get our guests in tonight, all the way from California. It's Mayor Pat Furey. Welcome to the show, Pat. All the way from Quincy, Illinois, it's Rob Copley, otherwise known as the Chief. And from Terrace, British Columbia, it's Keith Axelsson. Keith Axelsson, welcome to the show. And don't forget, he's a nice young man, Scott Benson, dropping in all the way from Detroit, Michigan. Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. Let's go around and have everybody introduce themselves. Pat, tell them all about you.
I'm the mayor of Torrance, California. It's a city of about 150,000 people, right on the coast of the Pacific Ocean. We have a mile and a half of beach, and today it's a little overcast, but generally it's sunny California.
That's great, Pat. Thanks for being here. Rob, tell them all about you. I'm sorry I called you Rob. I meant Chief.
Oh, Rob is fine. Rob Copley. I've been a police officer here in Quincy for almost 40 years, chief for the last 16. Right. We're on a body of water, but it's not as clear as the ocean. We're on the Mississippi River, a little muddy, and the weather's not quite as nice.
I love it. Scott, tell them all about you. Welcome, Chief. Scotty, tell about you.
Councilman from the city of Detroit, the northeast side of Detroit. I represent about 100,000 people. We are a city of about 700,000, famous for the Motor City, from Los Angeles, California, not too far from where Pat is the mayor. Moved out here, 28-year Coast Guard veteran, economic development, nonprofit work, as well as real estate development. And
that's great, Scott. Welcome to the show. Have a good time. I'm glad you're wearing glasses. Keith, tell them all about you.
Oh, Keith Axelsson. I'm back in my hometown, the home of Ian Bagg.
Ooh, sounds fantastic.
It used to be. Happy to be a principal at the local high school here and enjoying a great sunny day up in the north. And glad I don't live in a metropolis where I have to keep social distance from people. But happy to be here with my good buddy Ian.
Thank you, guys. We're going to have a great time. We're going to go around the horn. We're going to start questions. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to start out with something easy. What is the worst exercise to do at the gym? That's right. The first question is, what is the worst exercise to do at the gym? Let's start out with you, Scott.
Worst exercise to do at the gym? Core. Doing sit-ups. Worst exercise at the gym.
Worst exercise at the gym. Core from Scott. Pat, worst exercise at the gym?
Just going in is really a problem for me.
Opening the door. Correct, Pat. Rob, worst exercise at the gym?
Planks.
Planks. He says, screw the planks. Keith, worst exercise at the
core?
I'd have to say leg press if you're wearing spandex.
Leg press if you're wearing spandex. All great answers. 10 points around the door. An extra 2 points for Pat Furey for being honest and saying, I struggle with the door. I struggle with the door. Congratulations, Pat. Oh, my God. Somebody's gotten a couple messages right there. Oh, here we go. Why do some people just not get it? Why do some people just not get it? Let's start off with you, Rob. You probably deal with a lot of people that don't get it.
I do. Actually, I think a lot of it's hereditary.
Hereditary. Some people don't get it because of their parents. Pat, why do some people not get it?
I think it's the Chief's right. I think it's DNA. I just think they just can't get it.
Some people just don't get it. By the way, Pat gets an extra 7 points and probably $25 to up his internet. He keeps freezing. It's fantastic. I like, who's the guy on the moon? That's Pat. He's got bad internet. Scott, why do some people not get it?
Just like Jack Nicholson said, they just can't handle the truth.
Oh, some people can't handle the truth. Somebody was already, we're only 2 questions in and some people are already quoting movies. It's going to be a big night. Keith, why do some people just not get it?
Well, there's either not enough booze or they've been married a long time.
Oh, not enough booze or they've been married a long time. Some people are not getting a completely different thing. Some people can't handle the truth. Pat freezes up and says it's their DNA, which doesn't happen where Keith's from. Apparently the DNA doesn't get out of people. And Rob says it's their parents. Everybody, great answers, but I'm sorry. Nobody got the right one. They just didn't get it because they haven't paid their bill. They have not paid their bill. That's why they didn't get it. Oh. All right, let's move on. No points for anybody on that one. In a medical emergency, would you rather have, if nobody else was around, would you rather have a optometrist or a dentist? Your life is on the line, and these are the only 2 that are available. Optometrist or dentist. They say they're doctors, but not everybody agrees.
I think I'm going to go for the dentist.
Somebody's already gone for the dentist. Pat Furey said, I'll answer this first. I'm going with the dentist. Keith, what should you rather have? You're from Canada. Doesn't matter. It's going to be free.
That's right. I think I like the dentist answer only because they're used to probing in places. Optometrists just kind of look at you. The dentist really gets in there and probes. So
really gets in there. Scott.
I want somebody to get in and probe.
He's got to get somebody in there and probing. Scott, would you rather have a dentist or an optometrist?
I'm going with the dentist, but I don't want the probe action. I just like the fact that they know their way around the scalpel and other sharp tools.
Yes. God, very nice answer. Rob?
I'm going to have to be the odd man out. I'm going to say the optometrist because at least when he asks you questions, you can answer without trying to talk over the equipment in your mouth.
Oh, all good answers. 3 dentists, 1 optometrist. Rob, a little bit upset there. Keep your fingers out of my mouth if I'm in danger. He says, put your fingers in my mouth. And Scott says, I don't really like that. Pat answered too quick to give a really good answer by saying, don't touch anything. Everybody gets a 25 points around the board. My goodness.
All right.
Tied. It's all tied right now. Oh. Guys. Everybody has their political side. One say, oh, Pat's just disappeared as soon as I brought up politics.
On the political questions when you rolled out.
Oh, wait, the mayor just disappeared off the face of the earth as soon as I brought up politics. Oh, my goodness. Now
he can't run. He can't run again anyway.
I'm not going to say anything, Torrance, but your mayor's drunk. Anyway, the question is, are you allowed to have friends from the other side? Are you allowed to have friends on the other side of your political beliefs? Are you allowed to have friends on the other side? Oh my goodness, I just took out Rob by mistake. I told you I touched buttons by mistake. Let's start with Keith. Are you allowed to have friends on the other side of political beliefs?
Well, you're assuming that I have friends. First of all, but up in Canada, it's a much different political atmosphere than the U.S. We just like to poke fun at whoever's in charge. So as long as you can poke fun at whoever's in charge, you can be friends with someone on the other side.
Okay, Rob, how about your answer? Are you allowed to have friends from the other side?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of political beliefs. It's more suspicions, but yeah, I have friends on both sides.
Rob, very suspicious. Scott, are you allowed to have friends from the other side?
So I would say a good elected official has to have friends on the other side. If you want to get things done, you got to have people on the other side of the fence to help you do it if you need to vote. So yes, you are allowed and you should have friends on the other side.
Correct answer from Scott. You should have friends on the other side. He says, make fun of everybody. Who gives a shit? Some people just need to be made fun of. And if they're going to run for, they should be made fun of. Rob says, I don't trust you. I don't trust you at all. Everybody gets 5 points, except for Mayor Pat gets -7 for disappearing, having a fight with his wife in the middle of the show. I don't know if anybody else heard that. I was trying to mute it, but I've got it, Pat said. That was very interesting. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Guys, this is a very important question. Let me know your beliefs on this one. By the way, Hooper says, is cop literally in your name? That's what Hooper says. Is cop literally in your name? That's great. He pointed something out. By the way, what are you going to become? I think we know what you're going to become. Guys, should there be a draft? Should there be a draft? I have an opinion on this, and I'll give it to you afterwards, but I want to hear your side first. Let's go with Keith. He's from a different country than the rest of you. Let's find out if he thinks they should have a draft in Canada.
I do. I think they should draft everybody who is not able to function as a human being in society. Put them in the army, send them somewhere else, and let them be someone else's problem.
Canada's idea. Get rid of them. Let somebody else deal with them. Scott, should there be a draft?
Only in times of need. We don't need one right now. We've got plenty of volunteer military.
Rob, should there be a draft? And by the way, guys, big excitement. Somebody's going to come back in, but their devices are not connected, so I'm just going to wait for them to show up. His name's Pat. There he is right there, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Rob, should there be a draft? I'm going to take.
Well, if it's going to work the way Keith said, I've got a lot of candidates locked up. We can send that way. But, I would say yes when we need it. But,
yes, when we need it. Guys, those are all great answers. I'm going to give you all 17 points because that's when the draft should be, when you're 17. The thing is, you shouldn't always have to be in the military. You should do something for your country to make it better. Yes, I believe there should be a draft. We should all do a year of service for our country. I know everybody suspects that Ian was going to say, no way, he seems like a pothead, but I came flying back and said, yes, there should be a draft. Speaking of draft, I've drafted Pat Furey back into the game. Welcome, Pat. I see you've gone outside to use your neighbor's
outside now.
It's cheaper. Clearly better than mine.
I'm loving that. Oh,
hey, his perseverance is admirable.
I'm going to be in this game no matter what. There was 2 questions where you're gone. Number one, I can't even keep sorry. I shouldn't be in charge of this. Oh my goodness. Pat says, oh, get ready, Pat. You'll probably enjoy this. I'm sure you get your cable vision from your neighbor as well. What is your TV guilty pleasure? What are you watching on television that's your guilty pleasure? Keith, you're probably going to have a couple of different shows than the rest of the guys because you're from a foreign land called Canada. But let's start with Pat. Are you involved in this one? No, Pat's still not involved in this one. We're going to start with Rob. Rob, what's your guilty pleasure?
At the moment, Tiger King.
Tiger King, my God. Pat Furey?
Oh, yeah.
Tiger King. Oh, yeah. I like that. Just, oh, yeah. Keith Axelsson from Terrace, British Columbia?
Well, normally I like to watch a lot of documentaries, but I have to say the guilty pleasure for me is probably the Vanderpump Rules.
The Vanderpump Rules. My goodness. One guy's honest, the other 2, Tiger King, and then Keith says Vanderpump Rules. Scott, how about you?
Secretly, my repeated watching of Full Metal Jacket, even when my wife is not around.
Oh, you're doing the Full Metal Jacket all the time. Is there anything you want to quote from Full Metal Jacket? Really get yourself some extra points?
Oh, yes. You climb this obstacle like old people. I won't curse, though.
Oh, I love it. Fantastic. Extra 5 points for Scott. Keith lying at the beginning by saying I watch a lot of documentaries, so we have to -5 for him. 10 points. Rob Copley bringing up the Tiger King gets 20 points. Pat Furey still 10 points behind and also in a different time zone. Let's continue on, everybody. It's anybody's win, but let's be honest, Pat Furey is not going to win this game. My goodness, he is not going to win this game. By the way, guys, I forgot to tell you, it's time to bring in one of our sponsors. Our first sponsor tonight, Dog Bags. Dog Bags. Pick up your dog's shit so I don't step on it. Dog bags. Very important. You're going on a walk with a dog. Don't forget your dog bags. Dog bags brought to you by dogs. Oh my goodness. Dog bags. Sponsoring the Ian Bagg Around the Bag. Very exciting. Guys, this next question. Should you get a ticket if you don't pick up your poop? Not your poop, your dog's poop. I apologize. I asked that question wrong. Should you get a ticket if you don't pick up your dog's poop? Let's start out with Pat Furey. He seems like he's outside a lot. Nope, still nothing for Pat.
My audio is worse than my video. Yeah, I think the chief should write them a ticket for not picking up their dog poop.
The chief should write a ticket for not writing that dog poop. I think the chief should write a ticket for Pat Furey's internet connection, to be honest. Rob, should you get a ticket for not picking up your poop?
Yes.
Yes. Scott?
Yes.
Can't you answer? Can't you hear? They hear you?
Oh, sorry. That was perfect timing. They can hear you? What's going on? I can't believe this. We've got to run for mayor. Keith, should you get a ticket for not picking up your dog poop?
Absolutely. Pick up your poop.
Pick up your poop, everybody. That's right. 2,500 points for everybody around the board, except for Pat Furey, who gets 1,700 extra points for his wife snapping in the middle of that. Did they hear you? Did they hear you or not hear you? What's going on? That's right. 2,500 points, and then 3,700 points for Pat Furey, dealing with his wife in the background. Let's continue on, my friend. This is a very exciting question. Who's the most famous person from your hometown? Who is the most famous person from your hometown? Pat, I'm going to ask. Just keep trying. When it comes through, we'll go to you.
It's not me? I always thought I was the most famous person.
I'm going to say it right now. Holy shit, Pat answered on time. It's back. Who's the most famous person from Torrance? Okay, we'll go to Rob. We had him for a second. He stared at me like, what's the devil? Rob, who's the most famous person from Torrance?
I've never met anybody in Torrance.
They're a little bit behind those people. Don't even worry about it.
Told
who's the most famous person from... he's talking. Rob, who's the most famous person from your town?
There's a few of them whose names aren't not on the tip of my tongue, but Ethan Peters is from Quincy.
Who is Ethan Peters? Tell us about him.
He's an actor. He has had a part on American Horror Story each season and a few other shows.
I love it. By the way, I think Pat's house is for sale, and he's taking us on a tour of it right now. That'll be fantastic. Scott, you're from Detroit. Who's the most famous person from Detroit?
I want to say any number of platinum selling or gold selling Motown artists, but I'm going to go with a Old Town favorite. That is Joe Louis.
Joe Louis. They named an arena after him. That's a very good answer. Keith, who's the most famous person from your hometown?
It's hard to compete with Detroit, but I'd have to say it's got to be, either Jeff Sharples. Or could be that Flaherty guy who played goal for the
Jeff Sharples, very famous hockey player, played in Detroit, by the way. That's an interesting...
Wade Flaherty.
Wade Flaherty.
Bit of a comedian guy that is from Terrace.
His name is... What is that comedian? Who's that comedian from your hometown?
He's a little popular.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit popular. Yeah, Caleb McNeil.
Oh, Caleb McNeil. Very fantastic. Minus 25 for Keith for not naming me. Scott Benson. I think we'll give you 0 because you had the easiest choice. It was Detroit. Who's famous from there? Oh, let me pick which one. Rob Copley, you got the 25 points because you had time. Pat Furey, the house looks nice. We'd like to put a bid on it.
Wait, can I add in the Quentin Tarantino?
Quentin Tarantino's from...
okay, that's a good one.
Oh,
how did you miss him?
Yes, this is just like a Quentin Tarantino movie, just to let you know. Oh my goodness, that is fantastic. Well, I had no idea Quentin Tarantino was out there. Guys, we're moving on the show very quickly. We got about 10 to 15 to 20 more minutes, probably closer to 10 to 15. Everybody has to go do something. The chief is the chief of police. The mayor has to fix his internet. Scott has got to go hang out with one of the more famous people in town. And Keith's got to pick up poop on the trail with his new dog bags. We're sponsored by dog bags. Don't forget dog bags. If you're picking up poop, dog bags. Anyways, let's continue on. What is something you will never order from online? We order a lot from online, but what is the something you won't order? I have my answer, but do you have yours yet? Who shall we start out with? Let's see if we can get Pat to answer before this show's over. Pat?
I don't have to order anything online. My wife does it for me.
I'm going to be honest. You shouldn't order from online because it's not going to finish. You're going to start ordering it. It's not going to get finished. You shouldn't order it. I love it. That's a great answer, by the way. My wife orders for me. 25 points for you right now, Pat Furey, for being so honest about your wife. Scott, what should you never order from online? Sorry, apparently he was doing something else on his phone. He's busy playing Words with Friends.
Fast food, because 25% of your food is tasted by the driver, according to studies.
Oh my goodness, I have no idea this was going to get this serious. Scott coming out punching. Keith?
Fresh fish.
Fresh fish. Never order that online. Rob?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Oh, that's a good answer. Good answer. I was going to say fresh produce. I like to check my produce and pick the produce I want. You can't do that with ordering online. You have to take what they give you. So I was going to say produce, but you guys all had really good answers. Pat says, my wife, he gets 1,700 points. Keith says, fresh fish, never thought about that. 1 million points. Scott Benson says, everybody's eating your food. Don't even order goddamn food from up there. Scott Benson said, no way. You get 1 million points for that. Rob says, ice cream. What the hell? 1 billion points for Rob for coming through with ice cream. Billion points. This show has just picked up the time. It's getting exciting. Oh my God, here comes a question. Get ready. Guys, yesterday was National Sibling Day. National Sibling Day was yesterday. I don't know who comes up with these things. I think it's dumb, but if you're going to have a National Sibling Day, do you think you should have a National Only Child Day? Let's ask Keith Axelsson first.
Only children don't deserve anything, so no.
Oh, only children are dicks. That's his answer. Scott?
No, you should have an only child day. They get everything they want anyway. No.
They get everything they want. Scott says no. Rob?
I agree. It's all about them anyway, so no.
That's all about them. Pat, let's see if we can get you back in this game. Nope.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Every day is Child Day.
Only Child Day, not Child Day. Only Child Day. Okay, we'll continue on. 20 points for Pat. What the hell? He doesn't even know if he's getting any points. The rest of the guys hate only children. They're against it. Obviously, they're middle child syndrome going from Scott, Keith, and Rob. You could tell they're all angry. They get everything, blah, blah, blah. I got nothing but hand-me-downs. Why does everybody hate me? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to give you -5 for Keith for being angry, -7 for Scott for yelling about earlier about people tasting his food, and Rob says they got nothing. He's wearing a badge. I'll give him 20 points so I don't get pulled over in his cow. Let's continue on. What do you wish they never invented? What do you wish they never invented? This is a good question. Pat, maybe your wife will tell you about this later on. This will be a question. What do you wish they never invented, Pat? I'm going to get you to answer a fucking question before this goddamn show's over.
What did I wish they never invented?
I would say it'd be the internet. That would be your answer. What's that?
When did they invent the internet?
About a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure you're still on dial-up. Let's move on to Scott. Scott, what do you wish they had never invented?
Plastic shopping bags. They blow around. They cause garbage. They're in the trees. I hate them. Plastic shopping bags.
Plastic shopping bags. Good answer. Keith Axelsson.
Well, being a high school principal, I can't stand vapes.
Vapes.
Ooh, my existence.
Very impressive. Vapes.
They never invented those damn things.
Those damn things. Rob?
I'm going to have to go with social media.
Social media.
Whoa.
My goodness. bags, internet, vapes, and social media. Those are all answers. Fantastic from the guys. But I'm going to have to really look inside to figure out what kind of points I'm going to give away from this. What the hell? 69 points to everybody because everybody's excited with 69. Oh my goodness. Let's continue on. It's a big day. We're having a lot of fun. Guys, should voting day be a holiday? Should it be a national holiday so everyone can vote except for that one guy that works at Walmart? Anyways, should the National Day of Holidays... No, sorry. I just had a stroke in the middle of that. Should voting day be a national holiday? Let's start out with Pat because he never seems to finish.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They should allow people to vote. And in fact, in California, we're doing it over a 10 to 15 day period of time now to make sure everybody has an opportunity to vote.
Oh, wouldn't it be better just one day instead of 2 weeks and 1 day? That would be fantastic. Rob, should voting day be a national holiday?
No, actually, government often has that day off. We're not going to do that anymore on the local elections, but it just seems odd that it takes somebody all day to make up their mind and vote.
Oh, so how about 2 hours? How about just 2 hours off?
There you go.
2 hours. You get a 2-hour holiday from Rob Copley, the Copper Baby. All right, Scott, should it be a holiday?
Should be up to local choice. Not a national holiday. Let the locals decide.
Let the locals decide. Would the locals not be Americans?
No, all Americans.
That's what I'm saying. That's the locals, the Americans. They should make the decision. Ah, Scott, I got you in a little twister there. Don't get your pants in a wad. Just joking with you. Anyways, Keith.
Well, in Canada, I don't think we need a holiday. I think we just need to offer everyone a free Tim Hortons gift certificate to vote, and I think we'd have a much higher turnout.
Tim Hortons gift certificate. I love it. Get a coffee when you give a vote. Canada, we picked them and we had caffeine. Rob says a couple hours. Pat says yes. Scott says let the locals decide as he sat up in his castle on the hill and looked down. The points for that, what the hell? Let's give 157 to Keith. That's how much you need to buy a coffee at $1.57 at Tim Hortons. Pat gets all the points because he said give him the whole day. Rob only gets 20 points because he said they only get 2 hours. And Scott said exciting things. What the hell? Let's give him $500 million, $500 million.
You obviously haven't bought a Tim Hortons coffee in Canada in a while.
I have not. Oh my God, things are expensive in Canada. I don't know what you guys are doing up there, but boy,
prices are going up.
Prices are going up. Guys, what's your favorite vitamin to take in the morning? What's your favorite vitamin to take in the morning? Let's all talk about it. Get ready. Keith, what's your favorite vitamin?
I don't take multivitamins, but I do drink water with lemon juice in it every morning. And I take curcumin and turmeric.
Ooh, sounds. And of course, we brought up vitamins, and there goes Pat Furey, flying out of the room. Did you say healthy things? I gotta go.
He's anti-vitamin.
He's in the vitamin company's pocket. Rob, what vitamin do you take in the morning?
Is Viagra a vitamin?
Oh boy. All right, Rob.
No wonder you're not wearing pants at work.
No,
Vitamin
just
D.
a multivitamin.
Look who's back.
That's the different vitamin D.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, Pat Furey, Keith has lemon water in the mouth. Well, that's okay. You just enjoy yourself.
My video and my audio is terrible. I can hardly make out any words that are said. So
just enjoy yourself. Just sit there
sign
and
off
smile.
now.
No, you don't have to sign off. You're in. Don't sign up. Oh, he's frozen. Oh, there he is.
Oh, I can't leave.
You can't leave. You're in this. Goddamn. We're in it together. Rob had a Viagra this morning. We've all got to stick this together.
Oh boy.
The guy beside you, don't worry, it's not coming near you. It's going the other way. Scott, what's your multivitamin? Not your vitamin of choice. Oh my God.
Vitamin C, a couple slices of orange, some orange juice, and some vitamin C powder. Keep that immune system together.
All good answers. All good answers. This round was brought to you by Bananas. That's our other sponsor, Bananas. You don't need vitamins if you have a banana. They're all in there. They're all wrapped up. You don't need a plastic bag. Bananas! They come with their own wrapper. Bananas.
But you may still need Viagra, though.
Vitamin B.
This much what might you look like if you have a Viagra right there. Yellow with a green tip. Anyways, let's continue on. Oh my goodness, this is very exciting, guys. I got two more questions. I got one more question, and then we have the speed round. So get ready for that. By the way, there's been a lot of comments tonight, and I've missed them all. A lot of people are upset. Keith looking good. That's what one of the comments was. Karen brought up Viagra with an exclamation mark on the end of it. For some unknown reason, somebody just brought up Al Gore for no apparent reason. That was awesome.
The internet.
When we brought the internet. Pat, if you want the internet, you got to call up Al Gore. He'll get you the internet. Facts to that, only children suck. I don't even know what that means. Kevin says nope. And then Carmen says sheets. You have to feel them first. I don't even know if she's on the same game as us. Yeah. I have no idea what that means at all. Guys, here's a very important question. I want you all to think about this hard. Except for you, Pat. I'm probably not going to get to you. You're just going to be smiling on this one. Don't worry about your internet. Just enjoy being here. Not everybody gets invited to around the bag.
By the sounds of it, Rob will definitely be able to think about this hard.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Heckling them. Rosie O'Donnell looks terrible. That's what somebody just said about me. Apparently I look terrible. Rosie O'Donnell looks terrible. Oh my God. Oh, guys. Hey, here's a question for you. After you graduate high school, right? After you graduate high school, should you go directly to college, or should you take a time out and figure yourself out and maybe go traveling, take a job, or just stay in your parents' basement? Or should you go directly to college? I want you guys to answer this and think about it hard. Pat, you think about it the whole time. Don't answer, just think about it. Here we go. Let's start out with Scott. Directly to college or take a time out?
Directly to college. First world problem, trying to figure yourself out. Go to college.
What did you call it? Did you call it a first world problem?
First world problem, trying to figure yourself out. Go to college.
Oh, apparently Scott's got kids and he is not happy with them at all. Just go to college. Get out of my basement. Quit figuring yourself out. Keith, you're a principal.
Yeah.
Directly to college?
I think, if you have a focus and you have a goal that you want to work toward and you're committed to it, I think going directly to college is good. I don't think there's a lot of harm in taking a gap year or doing other stuff. But I also think, I've seen kids that have gone off to college without any kind of goal or direction, and they have kind of spent a year or two just kind of figuring themselves out on mom and dad's bill. So
I tell you
that I'd rather they figure themselves out without me having to pay for it.
There are jobs out there without having to go to college. Like they need internet put in torrents. I can tell you that. Correct. Rob, right to college or take time out?
First of all, not everybody should go to college.
Did you hear that, everybody? Not everybody should go to college. He just laid it down there. You're too dumb, kid. That's what he just said right there. You don't need to go to college, you dummy.
Actually, that wasn't quite it, but...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I took it wrong.
He's paraphrasing.
Yeah, that was a close paraphrase. No, not everybody should go to college. Some kids are ready to get into the workforce if they've got a job that they're doing what they want to do that doesn't require college. Some are interested in the military, so go right into the military. So it's whatever your calling is. Yes, you should start right away, but it doesn't have to be college.
That's a very good answer. By the way, is one of you working at Trader Joe's? I hear a bell going off every so often. So is one of you working at Trader Joe's while we're doing this? Ray Deanda said 4 choices after high school. 1, military. 2, full-time job. 3, college. There goes Pat. 1 year of volunteering. Very good answer there. I love that. He gets the points. Nobody else gets points. Ray had it all set up and he had to type it out, so he gets all the points. He gets 175,000. He will take that off of everybody else on the board. We'll get 0 for that. And look who's back. That device is not connected. Guys, it's time for the speed round. The speed round is brought to you by our actual sponsor. Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce. Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce. It's the best hot sauce you're ever going to try. Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce, proud sponsor of Around the Bag with Ian Bagg. Let's continue on, guys. Let's continue on. Love or hate? I'm going to say love or hate. You guys have to all answer at the same time. Oh, there's Pat. What the hell? We'll have him just look at us. There he is. Pat. Maybe not. There he is, Pat. It's love or hate round. And then, no, we're going to get out of this game. Get ready. Just yell out love or hate. First one.
I'm back.
You're back. Jelly beans.
Hate.
Jelly beans. Hate. Scott.
Love.
Rob.
Love.
Love. One hate, two loves. Your commute to work. Keith.
Love.
Scott.
Love. On a bicycle.
On a bicycle. Rob.
Love. It's about 5 minutes.
Yes, and you take a Viagra in the morning.
I hope you're not riding a bicycle.
Flying. Keith.
Hate.
Scott.
Love.
Rob.
Love.
Pat. Perfect.
Love it.
He loves it. Tuna sandwiches. Keith.
Love.
Scott.
With olive tapenade. Love.
Ooh, that got crazy. Rob.
Hate.
Hate. Pat. We'll move on to the next. There it is. There's right there. Hates them. Snow. Keith.
Oh, God. Hate, hate, hate.
Scott.
Dislike. Dislike. Dislike.
Pat already says hate. He got in there right away. Rob.
Hate.
Oh, my goodness. And the last speed round question of the night. Bruno Mars. Keith.
Oh, I love Bruno.
Scott Benson.
Great performer.
Great performer. He wouldn't get involved. He wouldn't even say love or hate. That is a politician right there. My God. What is that, a fine line? I'm going to walk it. That's what he said. Rob?
Love.
Love. Pat? I like chicken.
Mr. Baggs, I refuse to answer.
Mr. Bagger refused to answer. Perfect timing. Guys, that's the last round of the day. That round was brought to you by Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce. If you like sweat sauce, Dirty Bird Sweat Sauce. It's going to make you sweat. Boo. Guys, thank you for being on Around the Bag. I'm going to go around one more time. Tell them how they can find you if they want to follow you. Keith, tell them how to find you.
Well, you can come to Terrace and you can come to the high school and find me there.
Perfect.
I'm on Twitter. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not really connected that way. I do have a Facebook account that I'm more of a Facebook troll than anything else. But, yeah, that's all.
And I love that. That's a big town. When you just come to the high school and you'll find it. That's a big town.
It's the only one in town.
Scott Benson, how can they find you?
Councilman Scott Benson on Facebook. Councilman Scott Benson on Instagram. That's brand new for us. And Scott in the Third on Twitter. Scott in the Third. Rob, how can they find you?
Well, I am on Facebook.
How are you going to find them? That's what you asked the cop. My goodness.
I do have Facebook, but not under my name, so I'm not going to give you that one. But if you want to find me,
undercover on Facebook, I like that.
Waving with one finger, and they'll bring you down to see me.
Quincy, Illinois. They'll find you there, boy. Pat, it's up to you. This is your. How are they going to find you, Pat?
At mayorfury.com or at Mayor Fury on Facebook or at Mayor Fury Twitter. And on Tuesday nights, our council meetings. And hopefully pretty soon we'll be back in business and we'll see everybody at the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa Beach, starring Ian Bagg on first Tuesdays of the month, right?
First Tuesday of every month, I'll be there. As soon as this little sickness gets over us and we get a little bit of I'm going to be back there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, I want to thank you for being on Around the Bag. We had a great time. Make sure you tell your friends all about this. I'm here every night at 6 p.m., but you can always look at the old shows on Facebook, Ian Bagg Comedy. Make sure you share, review, rate, and we're all trying to start a GoFundMe to get Pat Furey internet. So if we could do that, Pat Furey needs internet. On a GoFundMe. Thank you for being here, everybody. Take care. Good night. Hey, everybody.
Good night, everybody.